Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, let's get ready to party! What's going on, everybody? I am Scotty, that is Greg.
What's happening?
And welcome to the S&G Radio Show. It's not a full cast show, but those are our initials, and I can use them if I fucking want to.
Yeah.
And stuff. We got a very, very special show tonight. We're broadcasting on our current, our current platform that we haven't got kicked off of yet, Mixler. We got kicked off all the other ones.
But at the same time, we're starting a new one.
A bunch of new ones.
So supposedly after tonight, I don't know if it's going to be. I don't think it's live right now because I haven't done anything. But we will be on.
We will be on Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Sonos, Radioline, iHeartRadio, Amazon Alexa, and two other ones that we don't know because we don't know what those symbols are.
Yeah. So we'll get back to you guys later.
Eventually.
But, yeah.
About that shit.
Yeah, we'll figure out what that is. But anyway.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to do a little explaining of Upside Down Studios.
Just for you new guys, all the old people, they know.
Yeah, well,
they've met us in person, some of them.
Yeah. So basically, the two that you hear talking right now actually started this 4 years ago?
Coming up on 3.
Okay, so 3 years ago.
Coming up on 3.
Yeah, and it was just like a fluke that we just started this, and next thing you know, there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
Doing stupid shit all the time. So, what else you want to throw in there, Scotty?
That's about it. We started this shit to keep us out of trouble, and it's kind of spiraled out of control into us broadcasting live local shows and hosting local shows and
yeah, and we're also into a lot of the local music in the area
and yelling obscenities at each other, which we did anyway, but now we can do it for profit. So
yeah,
well, not
yet.
really, but
not yet.
We're trying like hell.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Son of a bitch.
Basically, just to let everybody out there know that doesn't know us, we are actually from Youngstown, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So all the local music you will hear
is from the northeastern Ohio, western Pennsylvania region.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get a little bit farther out there, but it's whatever. But right now we're more focused on a lot of the local scene, so we try to get the local scene out there.
Speaking of the local scene,
everybody
needs to tune in tomorrow.
Yeah,
because fuck Full Album Fridays, we ain't doing that shit tomorrow. Now, for those of you not in the know, usually on Fridays we do Full Album Friday, but since that's copyrightable music, we can't do that anymore with the new platform.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we're doing Local Friday. We're gonna have us 5. Count them. 1, 2,
4,
3. Damn it! 1, 2, 5.
Yeah.
5 local artists.
Yep.
Are gonna come in, and I'm gonna yell at them for about 20 minutes a shot.
Yeah, probably.
About their haircuts and the shirt they wore and how they suck. No, they're all cool.
Yeah, they're actually really good bands.
Yeah.
Couple metal bands and a couple rappers, actually.
Yeah, a couple rappers. One. What is Don Cody? Is he a rapper or is he just a producer?
He's actually a
beat
producer.
Maker?
He does a lot of rap
so
beats and everything.
2 metal bands, 2 rappers, and 1 producer.
Yeah. And
maybe you could fucking learn something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, motherfucker. This son of a bitch. Anyway. So, yeah. Definitely check that out.
Yes, coming in tomorrow, we have on the dockets, in no particular order, because it's probably going to get shifted all the fuck around.
Oh, yeah.
But we have, words are hard.
What he said.
But coming in tomorrow, we have Sculler's Bane, Obsidian Earth, John Dante, and the Inferno?
Actually, I think it's going to be John Dante.
Yeah.
But he might bring in 1 or 2 of the members in.
So John Dante and a Small Fire.
Yeah. The shorter version.
Lil Schaefer and that mixed master beat maker Don Cody we was talking about earlier.
Oh, and wait until you guys hear some of his shit. It is unreal.
And all the background music provided for that show tomorrow will be from these artists.
Yes, and even if it's not background music, some of the music you will hear, like, played throughout the show will be some of the stuff offered, not in the background. We'll play some of their music.
Yeah, we'll
too,
play it. We'll play it straight up.
so you don't have to hear our shitty voices the whole time. especially Stradi's.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Sounded like
I am an eloquent bastard.
Oh, elegant.
Yeah, you can't even say that word.
Okay.
Go ahead, say it. Pronounce it correctly.
Oh, I can.
Exactly.
It's all right.
Yeah. You raggedy bitch.
Goddamn unicorn is what he is.
That just means I'm special. There's only one or two of me, bitch.
No, they just put the horn in the wrong fucking place.
Nope, I got two. And if I was more flexible, I could hit both holes at the same time.
Sword fight.
But if you're going to listen to us, you need to understand.
Yeah, we get
derogatory.
Yeah. So, basically, one of the talk shows we do have is What the Fuck Wednesday.
And
which
you will be
hear.
offended.
Yes, you will be. So, if you are easily offended, please do not tune in on Wednesday.
I'm not offendable in the slightest, and I get offended sometimes.
I get offended every time because I got to produce the show. So,
But
yeah.
yeah, that's what the fuck Wednesdays, and then we have Into the Pit on Monday. Tuesdays are Tune Tuesdays. I don't know how. Well, that's the thing too. None of those shows are gonna go on the new platforms.
No, none of that. That's why I just said
Yeah.
the only show that you'll hear out of us right now
Fuck!
is What the Fuck Wednesday.
Well, if you want to hear our other shows, you have to go to Mixler.
Yeah, if you go to Mixler.com and look up Upside Down Studios, you will find all our shows. You can go there, and pretty soon, actually, we can record shows on this, but you would actually have to go in on our private thing or something. Again, we're working on this. This is our first time dealing with it, so
We are not very smart men.
yeah, we're not.
You put us together, you get a fully functioning human being. And we're
I was-
trying to stumble our way through this.
Yeah, so
Let's put it this way. It took us 3 years to get to where most people start.
yeah,
Pretty much.
basically. So definitely tune in and check us out. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff this year too. A lot of local music. Yeah, a lot of local music shows will be broadcasted right here from Upside Down Studios.
Yes.
Just to let you know, all the bands that do come through here we have no rights to their music, or they're friends of ours. They're people we go out and see, talk to, and stuff like that. It's not. We're not producing their music. We don't record their music. We don't do none of that.
We just promote it heavily.
Yes. So, basically, pretty soon we will be start coming out with our own music, couple bands, stuff like that. But it's going to be a little while. We got to work up through the steps.
Right.
And
Greg's been trying to get me to write down a rap for like a
Yeah.
decade.
This dickhead just went off for like 2 minutes on a rap beat that I had playing because it was a royalty free.
Talking about stinky penises.
Yeah, and it was ridiculous. So, stay tuned for that. Some silly rap for sure.
Every once in a great while, I break into random song. It could be a parody. It could be some shit off the cuff. Who knows?
How'd you like my parody today?
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet.
Thank you.
And that song stuck in my head, and I'm like, ooh.
Like, Eminem ain't nothing but a bitch. Eminem ain't nothing but a bitch. That's not a parody, though. All you do is change one word.
It's a parody. I
No,
changed
it's
one
not.
word.
That's not a parody. That's
Shit.
2 bars, and you changed one word, you lazy fuck.
Oh, shit. Actually, 2. There's 2 of them in there.
I said that. I said it was 2 bars, and you changed 2 words. You changed the subject of the sentence. That was it.
That makes it a parody, doesn't it?
No, it does not.
What makes it a parody, then?
A parody is taking the flow and music from a song and completely changing the message of the song. Henceforth, Gangster's Paradise, Amish Paradise. He didn't change one word. He changed all of them.
All right, I got
Most of them.
All right, I get it.
You better fucking get it.
Jesus Christ. You want Starburst?
Hmm?
You want Starburst?
No.
Are you sure?
You're going to throw it at me anyway.
Damn it. Anyway.
I've had a pack of...
No, the
Right.
best one was the fruit roll-up, man.
No. My truck. I've had a pack of Starburst that I bought at the Dollar Tree. That was just it was all red, pink, and like those dark red ones.
Mm-hmm.
They were so good, and they've been in my truck for so long that they're all kind of hard, so you just got to suck on them. So it's kind of like an everlasting gobstopper because or taffy. It's like eating taffy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a fruit chew anymore because you gotta suck on it for like 20 minutes to soften it up before you can chew into the fucking thing.
Nice. They're hard cheese starbursts.
They're hard, just like my penis.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's very flaccid right now. I apologize.
He's gay. So.
Only on days that end in Y for $7.
Mm-hmm. On Tuesdays.
Well, that ends in Y, doesn't it?
Wednesday too.
Yeah.
And Friday.
All of them.
Oh shit. All right, folks. So we're like 13 minutes into this, and I think we're about done already.
No.
No? All right,
No,
we're not done.
We're not done.
I have sound effects, but I'm not gonna mess with them because they're probably gonna be extremely fucking loud. And I
want to talk about current events, but I feel I'll get into Marco territory, and I don't want to do that.
Well, we can do that. Let's do that.
No.
No, because we can take Marco's territory and like clean it up.
And make it coherent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he tagged me because I fact check for him all the time.
Yeah.
And,
we just talked about that, as a matter of fact, last night about that whole spiel.
Yeah.
Like, you having to fact check him. And then I mentioned to him, I was like, yeah, I seen his wife got in your ass the other day about something too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead. Yeah. I had to bring that up before.
She didn't change his opinion, but she enlightened him to
yeah,
more
he
knowledge.
basically said he had arguments from both ends, so he couldn't argue
Right.
about it no more. So.
Well, see, that's the thing, because I saw arguments from both ends, and Marco can believe whatever the fuck Marco wants to believe. That's his prerogative. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you you can't believe what you want to believe, no matter how wrong you are. But, and I'm not saying he's wrong, but the video evidence I saw on the two things in that post that we were just talking about was it was his video, which was just some lady talking, and then there was some guy with like a bunch of letters after and before his name.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna trust him, you know, over some no-name fucking lady who didn't even tell you her name. Like you don't even know her fucking name. Like it was literally just some lady who just comes on and starts talking about shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we're done playing grab ass, we're in the middle of a show.
I know. When she just ran off with my cigarettes, man.
Motherfucker, she's 5 feet away!
No, I know her. She'll snatch my shit and go 3 floors up. Be gone. Running with the wind. Oh, why you throwing shit?
There. I've returned your property. Now fuck off.
God.
I hope I hit a switch and fucked it up.
No, we're good.
Alright.
We're still alive.
But yeah, that was that thing. But he posted something the other day about Iceland almost having 100% eradicated Down syndrome in their country. With, you know, and he just tagged me in it. And I went and I looked real quick. And yeah, it's Iceland and France and a few other European countries where they do prenatal screening and they have selective abortions. Like, it's legal there for, you know, them to go, okay.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we've done your prenatal screening. Your child is going to have autism or Down syndrome or yada, 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 yada. Would you like to abort it? And legally, they can go yes and get rid of it. Which, there's certain states in the U.S. that are trying to do that, but they have to write the laws to where it's like, okay, it has to be something as such. It can't be, well, it's a girl and I wanted a boy.
Yeah.
But, and for the people out there, and it was a thought I had the second I read it, because I really don't give a fuck who's upset about it. A, it's not your body. B, it's not your family. C, it's not your life. D, it's not your fucking country. And E, I had to think about what came after D. E, well, it's legal.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you find it morally reprehensible or not, it's none of your goddamn business whether we're here or there.
Yep.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's nobody's fucking business. It should never be anybody's fucking business except for the people involved.
Yeah. Which I kind of understand, because I kind of got in a conversation today about somebody that had a child that the lungs weren't developed right, so you got a tube, and he's like 2 or 3 years old, just now learning how to walk. You know what I mean? And to think about it, that's kind of upsetting you know, because the kid can't go and be a kid. You know what I mean? So
Right. I mean,
I
you
can
can make...
I kind of understand where they're coming from, but at the
Well-
same time, I'm still on the whole side of it's still a human being and yada yada yada. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
By all right, it's a human being.
Mhm.
The difference is, in the United States, we have the infrastructure to handle disabled people like that.
yeah.
Denmark does not, or not Denmark, Iceland. Iceland does not have the infrastructure to handle special people.
Yeah.
They cannot do it. They have nobody trained in it.
Mhm.
And the people who know about it, they haven't had since prenatal screenings became a thing in like what, the late 80s, early 90s.
Mhm.
They haven't dealt with it, like, because they've been doing this. Henceforth, why they don't have anybody with autism or Down syndrome or anybody on the spectrum, because they do this, which again, nobody's business but theirs.
Yeah.
And it's legal, so fuck off.
Mhm.
Excuse me. But if somebody were to come around and go, no, I'm keeping my child, okay, have fun with that. Because we don't have the infrastructure to be able to handle this. He's going to go to regular school. Well, they're going to go to regular school.
Mhm.
They're going to fail out. Period. Because nobody's trained to handle a person like this.
Yep.
Which now, and that's just, again, that's their prerogative. You know?
Mhm.
And like, it boils down to the conversation of, well, okay, you know, and the whole thing gets the people, the parents of special needs children all up in arms about it. Like, well, there's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with a special needs person whatsoever. But go back in time. Go back in time. If that option would have been available to you, would you have took it? You can't fucking tell because you have that child in your life now.
Mhm.
Like today, you can't answer that question because now you've lived with this child. This is your child. You love them.
Mhm.
But go back to when you were pregnant and terrified. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a totally different situation.
Totally different situation. And some families just cannot handle a person like that, be it financially, responsibly, you know? Like you know, it's kind of harsh to say, but they can be, especially these people can be a burden sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're not financially, you know, equipped to be able to handle all that special stuff, you know, like the tutoring and the teaching and the transportation and everything else, that could be a very large burden on you and your family. Now, if you're in a position to be able to handle this, no problem whatsoever, cool. Good for you. But, you know, this is America. We're ass backwards some fucking times. You know? You get some people who end up with a child who has Down syndrome or autism. They don't know how to handle them. They don't want to deal with them. You end up with a kid out in the fucking dog run chained to a tree. And that's their life.
Mhm.
Or in the basement. That's their life. Once a week you go down, throw them some food, and clean up the shit on the floor. Like, and that shit happens. You know?
Yep.
I'd rather Iceland's way than that. Which, it's two extremes, but still. And I'd like to warn all the new listeners we're potentially going to get out there. Our conversations are not usually this eloquent.
Yeah.
It just so happens that I got tagged in this and, like, you know, did about 10 minutes of looking at it. And, you know, and this is why I fact check.
Mhm.
Because that was 10 minutes worth of me looking at things and talking to Amanda. But, because, well, she was in, she went to college for early childhood development. So she knows all this stuff, you know? So we had a discussion about it as well after I found out the things I found out. But yeah, so that's that. And the other thing in popular news that I wanted to talk about was that Jussie Smollett motherfucker getting off scot-free.
Yeah.
You know, me or you in that same fucking courtroom with 16 felonies, we're going to prison, buddy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, dude, Chicago PD, Chicago mayor, they're all pissed. They're like, do we put in months of fucking manpower on this just for you assholes to throw it away? And then this is the part that looks suspicious to me. They what's the word? They sealed the case. So you can't go look at it, you can't try them again, nothing. They just came in, slapped him on the wrist, sealed the whole thing. It's fucking done and over with. Have a nice day. You did 2 days worth of community service, and your $10,000 bond got paid to the city of Chicago. Got to keep it. Like, are you fucking serious?
Mm-hmm. The world's going to shit, Scotty. That's all there is
World's
to
been
it.
shit, buddy. World's been shit.
Yep.
That's why dudes like me and you are sitting here on the bottom rung of the fucking middle class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just towing that motherfucker. You know, we get up every day, we go work our fucking asses off, and still struggle. And motherfuckers get up, collect government assistance, and do nothing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely nothing.
Like I always say, one of my happiest days was the day we got off welfare.
Mm-hmm.
I never ate fucking better than when I had food stamps.
Yep.
Never ate better. My fridge was always fucking stacked. Name brand shit. Just fucking the whole thing. Stacked to the fucking gills.
Yep. Not anymore.
No. Go to
pay
my
cash
house.
for that
Go to
shit.
my house now. You know what I got? Some tea, some milk, some cheese, some leftovers, and some beer. That's all that's in my fridge.
Mm-hmm.
There's some chicken in the freezer, I think. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's fucking rough. It's all right. It's going to change soon. Going to change soon.
Yep. Everything's working to the better.
Right?
So, on that note, we're going to make our announcements again, and we're going to get the hell out of here.
Is we?
Yeah.
All right.
So we can figure out how this shit going to work.
Yeah.
Because you should be able to hear us on iHeartRadio and Spotify, and Scotty got the list over there. So I'll let him finish.
Yep. You should be able to find us at some point, and if you're listening to us not on Mixlr, you're probably listening on one of these fucking platforms.
Probably.
You will find us on Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Sonos, Radioline, iHeartRadio, Amazon Alexa, and those other two we don't know what the fuck they are.
Yeah. So.
And don't forget, tune in tomorrow for Local Friday with Sculler's Band of City and Earth, John Dante and Small Fire, Little Schaefer, and Don Cody. You can't start laughing in the middle of this shit, man.
Anyway, it's John Dante and the Infernos. Come in tomorrow and check us out.
It's not an inferno if they're not all here. It's a small blaze. It's a campfire.
Yeah. So, come check it out. Hopefully, again, you're hearing us on those platforms. If not, you're still listening to us on Mixlr. And tune in right here tomorrow to check that show out.
Yes.
And then the other talk show we got going on is What the Fuck Wednesday. So make sure you
That'll
turn in Wednesday, too.
Well, we broadcast it on Mixlr on Wednesdays. We don't know how long it's going to take to get to the other platforms yet.
Yeah. Well, it shouldn't, because we're not going to play any music. So.
That's true.
That's been half of our problem. We got to steer away from that shit.
Yeah.
But on that note, folks, we hope to see you tomorrow night. Give us a like, a subscribe, or whatever the hell.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
Have a good night, everybody. Bye.